Where are the Russians and the Chinese? The Russians and the Chinese support Syria, they support Yemen, they support Iran, they support them in many ways. They give them weapons, they give them...
دايما دموع 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 دايما دموع دموع.
Africans, I have a message, especially for those of you who preach African, pan-Africanist. You claim you are pan-Africanist. You preach African unity. While you preach African unity, you are supporting terrorism in your fellow African countries. Some will be claiming, they are pan-Africanist. They will be praying for division in Senegal. They are pan-Africanists. Inciting people in Nigeria for division, and they are pan-Africanists. They will be praying for chaos, supporting xenophobia in South Africa, arranging, sponsoring protests in Kenya, and they call themselves pan-Africanists. This message is for you. You see, the president of Syria is not in Syria now. The Russians have given him an asylum. He's living in Russia now with the billions he stole from his country. He have left his father home, his father's house, his own country, where they buried the father, the brother, the family. He's now living in Russia. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Where is the Russia now? The Russia have been sustaining that government. That government died about 9 years ago. That government finished 9 years ago or 10 years ago. It is Russia, China that is, sustaining this government all this while. The people of that country, the Russians know, the Chinese know that the people of that country, they don't want Basha Al-assad anymore. Assad family have ruled that country for 50-something years. Assad, the senior, the father of this very president, started ruling that country in 1971. I think he died 2001 after 30 years. His son takes over. The son now rules that same country for 23 years. That's 50-something years. One family. Is that not enough? When it was 40 years, one family ruling the country for 40 years, 10 years ago, when there was this Arab Spring. In Tunisia, the president there were ruling there for 30 years. He stepped down so that they won't destroy the country. Did Gaddafi step down? Gaddafi was ruling 10 years ago. He was ruling that country 40 years. He said no, he'd rather die there. And some of you, Pan-African, you will worship him. Look at the continent have been destroyed. The country have been destroyed. Although he was a good president to his people, did you know how many people Gaddafi also killed to remain in power for that 40 years, opposition he put in jail for that 40 years? I know you people might not like what I'm saying. Mugabe is your role model. Mugabe is your role model. Those are dictators. What dictators in Africa do is that, including Indian Army of Uganda, Siseko or Zaire, people like that, they are all dictators. What they do when they stay in power for 20 years, 10 years, they begin to challenge the West. They'll come and be deceiving you so that you support them. They are fighting for your interests. No, it's for them to remain in power forever. But you Pan-African, you don't understand. That's the reason. The only African leader I respect is Mandela. Ghana, Sankara. I respect Sankara because he spent little time there. Is he the Ghana first president? Kwame Nkrumah. I respect Kwame Nkrumah, but it's not my role model. Because Kwame Nkrumah was also a dictator during his time. But we Africa, we don't want to learn. We don't want to hear this. But it is the truth. I'm not trying to scandalize their name. The Russians have been sponsoring most of this terrorist group in the Middle East. He's the one encouraging this government to sustain this government for these 10, 11 years, to continue to kill their people, suppress their people. You know this man, his father, have been ruling that country for 50-something years. Is it not enough? You still supply him ammunition to kill his people, to suppress tear gas, suppress them, that they must remain in power, defending, sustaining one family. The Russians are tired now. They are the one who give the country up and say, we are fighting in Ukraine. Look at the Ukraine fight. You are supporting Russia. They are going to kill Ukraine. Why must you kill Ukraine? Ukraine is a sovereign nation. Whoever they are befriending, they are friend to the West. It's none of this business. I'm not defending the West. I'm not. The West select their fight. The West. I tell Africa, you don't like the West the way they are treating you. They are treating you like shit, like slave, really. We don't like it. Let's think what we are going to do to free ourselves from them. Not to remove the chains of the West and go and put Russia or China's chain. We can't forever depend on these people. We cannot depend on them forever. This is the freedom, the liberty, the freedom I am preaching. Putin is not our role model. When this whole fight, when all those military men taking over, removing democratically elected president in Africa, they will come. The first thing they do is to go to China to go and kiss Putin's feet. Come and Dombale for Putin. Putin is not our role model. He's a dictator himself. He has been ruling his country for 20-something years. Opposition on the run in Russia. He's a dictator himself. Wait till the day they will remove him from power. You will know that the people don't even like him there. Using their word, fighting war, flexing muscles for nothing. They are tired. They are fighting in Ukraine now, spending money there. They are tired. They are the ones sponsoring all these Houthis in Yemen. All those terrorist groups. Where is Iran now? Where is China now? Because they don't choose their fight well. How can you be supporting a dictator? And now we are seeing in Africa all those military men overthrowing their president. The first thing they do, they go to Russia and they will be supporting them. And when they are leaving power now, nobody knows. All those dictators, when they come in newly, including Gaddafi and the rest, they do well. But leave them. All those ones that is taking over in Africa now, nobody elect you. You have guns. Wait 5 years. That's the reason I don't praise them. You pan-Africanism, I don't praise them. Wait. After 10 years, you will know. When the people in that country begin to say, you know what? After 10 years, you step aside from another person now. The country not for then it will not show you people the real color. The military have ruled Nigeria for 20-something years. What did it change? If it is about the military, what did it change? These military men that people are clapping for now, they will be romancing the West when the time comes. Go and mark it. They'll be romancing the West. Give them 5 years, 10 years. They'll be romancing the West when the time comes. They need the West to survive. Russia and China cannot sustain them. I'm not saying we should remain slave. What I'm saying, none of these players are our friend. They are using us to flex muscles. Russia is gone. Basha Al-assad is gone. He's gone. This HATS, I don't know the name of the group, is one in charge now. This is where I will stop. Thank you and God bless.